Who, howdy ho, howdy hi. Listen, today's the day we get to highlight the fluffle just a little bit more than your average day as some major announcements have happened. What's up? My name is Schiller. This is XFeed. If you don't know and you enjoy scrolling your Twitter timeline for things within Web3, blockchain, and crypto, basically I do that all the time and we bookmark stuff and go over in kind of a fast-paced, fun fashion. So appreciate if you guys want to throw that thumbs up video, give this a share, and let's get into things. From Futureverse, we couldn't be more excited to announce that we've teamed up with Ready Player One creator and producer to launch Readyverse Studios to bring leading IP and brands to the metaverse. Readyverse Studios is a first-of-its-kind studio co-founded by Futureverse co-founders Shara and Aaron, as well as Ernest Cline, the best-selling novelist and renowned creator of the groundbreaking franchise Ready Player One, and Dan Farah, Ready Player One film producer. In 2024, Readyverse Studios will launch the Readyverse, a dynamic interactive platform of interconnected digital experiences. In its first major rights deal, Readyverse Studios has partnered with Warner Brothers Discovery to exclusively bring the Ready Player One franchise to the metaverse across Web3. In addition, Readyverse Studios maintains exclusive Web3 rights to all future IP from the legendary futurist Ernest Cline. Additional brands and franchises joining the Readyverse will be announced soon. Readyverse Studios is laying the groundwork to bring the promise of the open metaverse depicted in Cline's Ready Player One novel and the blockbuster film adaptation into a tangible reality. A multi-world, multi-IP, interoperable open metaverse experience for mass consumers. No IP has shared the global culture and conversation around the metaverse more than Ready Player One. The Readyverse will champion the principles of the open metaverse, which are provable digital ownership, community-owned infrastructure, decentralization, security, and interoperability. The Readyverse will be built utilizing Futureverse's extensive technology platform, including the Root Network. With Futureverse's sophisticated technology stack, which has been in development for over 5 years, Readyverse Studios is poised to imminently pioneer the metaverse market. For more information and to sign up for early access, visit readyverse.com. Yo, DJ Toasty, what's going on, my friend? Hope you are well. So we've been talking about Futureverse, Ready Player One partnership, all this kind of stuff for about a year. Maybe not necessarily the Ready Player One aspect of it, but it's been hinted at for quite some time. And the wild thing with this is that these guys are going to be bringing in the major IPs. And we look at the space and we think, okay, there has been a lot of scams, a lot of issues. People even say, hey, look at the Polygon chain. Well, that went corporate because there's all these brands that are part of it, like Starbucks. And I think that's a little bit of a weird way of putting it where, in some cases, we can have these white glove services because these brands take such a huge PR hit if something goes poorly, and this is something that can be potentially revolutionary, and very, very excited to see what's going on with that. We'll read this article a little bit later from Forbes, but did Yat Siu finally become a Star Atlas bull? And if you don't know who Yat Siu is, he is like the CEO of Animoca brand. So this is on the Paul Barron Network. He's got a daily show. I love watching him, but here is what Yat Siu had to say.
What we look at is Star Atlas. If you think about Star Atlas, highly undervalued, at least valued in our position, again, a Solana game. What are your thoughts on Star Atlas just as a game itself? Have you looked at it much?
Yeah, so we're investors in Star Atlas. We've been early investors in Star Atlas, and we also hold a whole bunch of NFTs. And we think it's a great team, and we've always been supportive and very bullish on where Star Atlas can go. I think they've hit some tough times before with because of the fact that they were exposed to FTX, but they've come out of it. If you can come through this sort of period and manage to sort of grow and actually even thrive, then actually I think you're set up for essentially growth in the market, right? Like to me, 23 has been a cleanup year, not just getting rid of the companies that are the unsavory, but also essentially shaking the tree in terms of who are actually weak. And to me, essentially, I think Star Atlas has proven that they were sort of survivors in here for a long while.
Okay, so NFTs outperform crypto. That is the headline that we were going into today, which is kind of crazy because that's not the case entirely. But obviously, for Star Atlas, if you didn't know, they were a part of FTX, so they had a whole lot of funding. One of the biggest, supposed to be kind of MMO's big world space adventure game on Solana. But they did have to cut a lot of the staff, but it obviously seems that things are going well. And again, Yat Siu giving them kind of a thumbs up on this one. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. If you're in the Futureverse family, you'll know what mintage is, and this has been one of the most controversial collections because they minted for like 0.5. A lot of people are like, "Oh, we haven't really gotten anything," and it's been more of like a discount code for certain things. And then today they had a pass holder faded hoodie claim, which is awesome, and it's free except for shipping and handling, except for the fact that it was really limited quantity and apparently sold out in 5 minutes. So son of a gun. Why does this happen to us? A lot has happened since then, but back in September 2021, we made a bet on what became Futureverse. We took exposure across all assets, NFTs, and tokens in their open metaverse stack, and what became, or what becomes, of Root. So let's look at this, and this is crazy because this is back in 2021, and we're like, okay, how do you find out about these things early, and what's the perspective at that time? So the background, on August 7th, Fluff World sold out all 10,000 of their programmably generated unique animated NFTs priced at 0.09 ETH in just 40 minutes of opening the sale, with a secondary market now estimated at over 40 million US dollars, with a floor fluff typically fetching more than $1,800. Over the preceding months, I had the pleasure of interviewing the founding team over on the NFTs WTF DAO podcast and was blown away by their roadmap. And to be quite frank, immediately began buying up fluffs in the secondary market, building a personal collection of 39 rabbits worth 140 ETH. 39 rabbits right now are worth absolutely nowhere close to 140 ETH, but holy sheesh, with some of the outlier partners and network. Since then, I've been talking with the founders daily, and as we got more familiar with one another, we decided we should bite the bullet and formally collaborate via our Outlier Ventures Accelerator program dedicated to the Metaverse Base Camp. More than just a PFP, Fluffs today are an animated PFP, picture for proof, and profile pics that can be used as an out-of-the-box avatar in 3 formats: MP4, GIF, and PNG, with 3D models coming soon. But also one of the first audiovisual PFPs where the role of music is integral to the characters, the worlds they inhabit, and the long-term project roadmap. This latter element is something we hope to directly contribute to through our growing portfolio and network of contacts in the music and entertainment industry to help them scale and scale beyond the already amazing partnerships the team have planned. In this context, a fluff doubles as a ticket to a world of exclusive content, including both physical and virtual content. Great founders and community owned, a la BAYC. Listen, early days, we regarded everything as the BAYC effect. We've been constantly impressed by the level of technology and content already developed, much of which hasn't yet been publicly released by Non-Fungible Labs, the company, as well as the team's commitment to an aggressive roadmap and their active community engagement. However, what thrills us was the team's commitment to Fluff NFT holders fully owning all commercial rights to their purchased characters with the ability to freely exploit them, including creating derivative works. BAYC has proven the power of bottom ecosystem franchises, birthing wines, coffee shops, trainers, skateboards, merchandise, with rumors of various entertainment projects like films that compound into network value, helping create $1 billion market in less than 12 months. Fluffs like BAYC serve as access tokens to a club, including an underground world of burrows that promise to bring alive Fluffs into the metaverse. The team is already working with Beyond VR, a studio, they're not working with them anymore, that help develop assets for large productions such as Lord of the Rings, building the custom burrow spaces for immersive VR experiences. These digital environments can be constructed to reflect the unique traits of the individual avatars, yada, yada, yada. There's a whole bunch going on here about outliers and whatnot, but for the token, which ended up being Root, they say, although the full details of the Root token are yet to be released, the team have released some early lore for the community to start to understand how a token economy will evolve. Mycelium, which is now Root, is the fabric that binds the Fluff world together and will be the fuel for adventures and experiences within the Fluff World universe. It will be an essential ingredient of the play-to-earn game, which begins with breeding, but certainly does not stop there. So obviously, we haven't had breeding and a couple of the other stuff, and this was back in kind of the middle of the year in 2021, maybe second half or so. But obviously, with today's announcement, things have been moving quite quickly. Talking about the Founders DAO here, if you remember Pixel Vault from way back in the day, and you'll know them right now, but maybe you might know the reboot protocol that they're launching a little bit better than the Pixel Vault overbrand, is that the Founders DAO came out, and this was one of the original collections with the whole Pixel Vault ecosystem that gave access to a lot of different things. And within their DAO, they have a ton of this new GG token. And Hodl Hyena saying, had a brief look at the Founders DAO and its GG claim that they're going to get for that. Even at these lower prices, the vault is worth about $9 million, which equates to 0.66 ETH per one Founders DAO, yet the Founders DAO floor price is 0.189. So this is interesting because I think that there is a lot of value locked in some of the DAOs, and specifically within the Founders DAO, it's one of the biggest within the Web3 space that a lot of people are a part of. And what happens when some of this liquidity, let's say that they get that, right? Does it, when they do this claim, does it immediately react to the floor price going up, or do people wait until they're like, okay, I can vote or get a component of that? Because the value is very much misaligned to what even at the prices currently would be. We saw something similar to that where, you know, we now have within the Fluff world where you have an asset that's correlated to a token and everything's going to perform on that. So do we see this Founders DAO go crazy up when they have this claim? If that token moons, we'll kind of see. And it's about the perspective of things as well. And it'll be exciting to see. So news, what's up, Bildo? That is interesting. If you are a Logan Paul fan, if you are a CryptoZoo fan, or if you are a fan of CoffeeZilla and seen him do an entire bit on this. So I made a comment saying their comments are turned off. So one would assume it's a scam link, right? You see a big influential individual, the comments are turned off, and they link, hey, here's a free claim for something. That this is like one of the number one sign that a scam is occurring. And then you're like, right, it's Logan Paul. There's probably a reason why they're turned off. But interesting development. Today, I am incredibly happy to announce that I am delivering on my promise to buy back base egg and base animal CryptoZoo NFTs for their original purchase price. This buyback program is being carried out at eggNFTbuyback.com. Claims can be submitted through the site through February 8th. So I guess it's kind of a limited time thing. I approached the CryptoZoo project like everything else I am passionate about, with only the best possible intentions and success for everyone who shared our vision. I never made a single penny from the project, period. In fact, the opposite is true, because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to make it happen. With this buyback program, I am personally committing more than $2.3 million to buy back base eggs and base animals from every person who intended to play CryptoZoo. Like you, I was highly disappointed that the game was not delivered. As I said a year ago, CryptoZoo was derailed by bad actors. Bad actors who did steal money and who betrayed our team while internally sabotaging the game. This has now been confirmed by an extensive investigation that has involved a forensic analyst of blockchain activity and the review of thousands of communications. With this evidence in mind, today I've filed a lawsuit in federal court in Texas to hold these bad actors accountable. The 25-page lawsuit is public and can be found here. This lawsuit is not based just on snippets of conversations taken out of context. This lawsuit is the result of an extensive investigation that included the review of the entirety of conversations and tracking nefarious trading activity related to the project. Nefarious trading activity taken behind our backs, without our knowledge, and with the intention of defrauding us all. As far as the game itself, unfortunately, it will not be released. I personally spent $400,000 to have it developed, and after its completion in early 2023, and some further diligence. Unfortunately, there are too many regulatory hurdles that would need to be cleared that I did not originally understand and would ultimately delay this buyback even further. This part is very interesting to me, that he's mentioning the regulatory hurdles for the game not happening. I think that, you know, as I'm taking a break here, this has happened. We have seen this in the space. Disregard your personal opinion about Logan. We have experienced people getting ripped off, scams, everything in between this entire time, people get taken advantage of when they don't necessarily have the intention of doing that. We can argue that, okay, this buyback could have happened significantly sooner. I absolutely agree with that aspect of it. But it does sound like he did get kind of screwed, which a lot of people have. Within this. So this buyback is a way for me to make whole those who intended to play CryptoZoo. The buyback is not intended to compensate those who gambled on the crypto market and lost. It's important to remember that the CryptoZoo token was created to support the CryptoZoo game and its players. It was not intended as an investment vehicle as outlined in the original white paper. This solution has been anything but simple, so I want to thank everyone for their patience as we figure out the logistics of making sure the first ever NFT buyback is a smooth process. And I mean, holy shit, right? Like how much has this gotten hit? We've got 3 million views already. Guys, it's been like 3 hours. It's crazy. Yo, Nick, what's up? Dude's a joke. Dotted Big Chicago just tweeted that he was the #1 holder, is going to personally sue Logan now. Bro, this space is crazy. I actually saw that post that you're talking about. He's saying the guy owns like 7% of Prime, so he's a billionaire now. And I mean, that's the thing. It's like, okay, so respectfully, right? Everybody has their own financial hurdles and whatnot, but like everybody knows this guy's absolutely loaded. He's paying what, the $2.3 million buyback? I feel like that's nothing to him, right? And that might be kind of like ignorant to say, but it's also like, okay, if he cares about his public relationship overall, if he knows all these things, like, was it delayed due to actual like regulatory problems? Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's the status of like who he was, but either way, good to see that this is resolving, and interesting that regulatory hurdles is why they're closing down the game, and also re-highlighting that the token was not intended as an investment vehicle. And algae, wag me, brother. A little bit of dumper news here. Someone just dumped 120 mutants for 1.3 million. Ladies and gentlemen, there was 120 of an image that sold for $1.3 million US. We are gonna make it. We are gonna make it. That's ridiculous. Dude, that is ridiculous. The amount of money that are just sitting in these different assets. Again, not the FUD, but just wild. As people have pointed out, that you can just sell that much into bids. And no problem, no harm, no foul. That's crazy, bro. Pre-search. I'm going through like my followers, right? Or like who I follow, and I'm like, man, some of the stuff like I don't ever remember following, and this one's crazy. So they have a token that you hold it, and you enjoy multiple perks in the ecosystem, like keyword staking, AI smart results, search staking, and node staking. Okay, but Shell, what the hell is Pre-Search News? It is a decentralized search engine with apparently more than 4 million members. So I guess instead of going to your Google or Yahoo, you can go to this. Do we see this take off? I have no idea, but I actually thought, that's kind of a cool concept. So, if you haven't seen as well, breaking this week, Lazy Lions, Tasty Bones, and Yay Pegs are apparently for sale. Is this the start of a new meta? Personally, I think this is a clear sign that the competition has finally raised the bar with professionals, and most of the OG founders couldn't keep up. Also, I don't think I would pay for it unless there's a significant treasury included. Most of these projects have too many inactive users, low engagement communities filled with excessive bad sentiment, and most importantly, no business models or social media channels to leverage besides a Twitter page. And I agree with this. Everybody is doing stuff just on Twitter. Now, here's a moment for me to shill. If you have a project out there and you like some of the videos that I've done, and you're wanting me to edit up some things that make it look good, and you can post on your different socials, feel free to reach out. Would love to do that. Would love to interview you. And I don't know why people didn't do this before. Half the time it was just like these 2D posts, the NFT posts, engaging with communities. There was a complete lack of the social engagement on some of these for a while. And Amanda came back from shopping. Hello. What did you get?
Can I do a Sephora haul?
I guess we're doing a Sephora haul. So hold on. What are you doing? Do you need a minute, or what's going on
No,
here?
I got it. It's
Okay.
a big haul.
Okay. Not sponsored.
An
What the?
eyelash curler.
Okay. Looks like a tool a dwarf would use, respectfully.
Some Charlotte Tilbury brown mascara.
Okay.
This
Mascarada.
Mascara. Okay, so this is
She literally opened this trying to like let you guys sniff it, and that's
it
not possible.
safeguards body cream. Open this and smell it.
Oh
sweet.
my god,
Seriously,
really?
smell it.
Okay then. I know. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
got Rio Radiant Sol de Janeiro. It's a body mist. It's a restock.
It's a restock. That's listen, when you know your NFTs and you know your makeup
Hey, I got a lot
orders.
here. This is some pink serum. Oh, I think that's the French side. Soothing and barrier support.
Raspberry ripple fluff skin fur.
Oh, you gotta do this.
What?
Put some on.
I'm okay.
It's lip balm. Your lips are really
Oh,
dry.
yo, Truey.
I got some acne patches.
Okay.
I got some concealer.
Sorry for the derailment here, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing makeup.
I got some NARS foundation. This is what they use for weddings that make their skin look good. Cough, cough, Steve.
Right.
Some pressed powder.
Yo, that looks like a charm in Harry Potter or something.
Some flawless, what is this?
That looks like Star
Flawless
Wars.
setting spray.
Or Hunger Games. Nah, that's more Hunger Games IP. Definitely. For sure.
I got, a brush, a foundation brush.
All right, how much more? We gotta wrap it up here. Two more things.
I got a bronzy super gel.
Hell yeah. I'm bronze in league, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to play later, add me. It's just
I
Schiller.
got a blush.
Hashtag NA1. Nice.
rosy
Okay.
gold
Yep.
blush. And then I got some flawless superstar youth glow foundation. Now, guess the total.
Oh, what's the total? I don't know. Oh, never mind. That's probably stupid expensive. Wind Talker saying, how much do you need to sell to get the pink Cadillac? Oh, yo. Yo, is that what like the makeup places that like Avon and the other spots do?
This is how long the receipt.
Listen, yes, and if you're shilling stuff, we need to know like what you're getting. I remember donating money back for like jump rope for Heart, and you could like get a soccer ball. And that was, you could get a bike if you rose like 1,000 or something. It was crazy. Win Lambo. True.
I got 1,400 points.
Wow, that's cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Amanda,
Did you use the
for.
lip balm?
Yes, I
Did
did.
you like it?
I mean, we'll find out if my lips are better. Anyway, Binance Labs invested in meme coin. Listen, we talk about how it's humorous that Animoca and Binance Labs are in anything. But it's not when it's your bags and things are mooning. I don't have any meme, but holy sweet sugar shit, we're mooning, brother. So that's crazy. This is going up. They're a part of this. Binance tweeted out saying, we've invested in meme coin, the native token of meme land. Meme coin focuses on building and investing in social fi and creator economies to connect creators and communities. Okay. Binance Labs, the venture capital and incubation arm of Binance, has invested in meme coin, the native ecosystem token of meme land. Meme Land's core focus is building on investing. We just talked about that. Meme Land serves as an independent Web3 studio of 9gag, a popular meme platform with monthly audience of 200 million users worldwide across this sites. Beyond its NFTs and meme token, Meme Land offers meme farming as it has plans to introduce several upcoming features and services. Those features are aimed at enhancing user experiences and promoting community involvement, including unique NFT staking mechanisms, social networks for community members to collaborate, and liquid staking of ETH. The vision is for Meme Land to evolve into a fully decentralized, community-driven platform where current NFT holders will have access and govern the Meme Land DAO. Listen, that's the second time we've mentioned a DAO in this. Things are getting crazy. Yo, Somnia, what's going on, brother? This is going to sound so stupid, and I'm fully aware of this, but I have to admit, like a guilty pleasure. I feel like I actually kind of want these physical VFriends cards. I don't care about the NFTs. I have like a few of the cards in here. I don't know what it is. I've never been like a physical card collector, but there's just something about these that I'm like, damn, like these graded cards, they're new. This VFriends thing, I don't know. I just kind of like it, and I think that it's cool, and also maybe just because it's a bird. We got a duck. Yesterday, we talked about a duck. And for today's random video, this is what the inside of a VHS looks like. Is that not crazy? Listen, the tech... Imagine trying to put this together. I can't even draw right, and you're supposed to. You take out a ruler, you get the plastic, you bend it, you screw it in. Technology doesn't make sense to me, but that's crazy. Listen, this is one of the things that I need to go over because I feel like an idiot. And if you want to search, you can actually find a video where I fudded the hell out of mutant hounds. Okay, you can find the video. It's on my YouTube short somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, there's no way these guys are associated with Yuga when they first came out. That was the narrative. So this is my apology letter to that because it actually ended up being true. And Mutant Hounds are doing several different things. So if you're wanting to check it out, I thought that there was going to be a link on their page. Why is this not here? By Novel Labs. Hold on. We're going through here. Building for collectors. They have like an entire, Serum City. Okay, this is what I'm going for. Because they built out these experiences in games, and I believe this one's a mobile one. And it's using ApeCoin, and it's all built in. So if you're wanting to check it out, I guess it's Serum City for like the Twitter handle, or Novel Labs, but otherwise the Mutant Hounds, Mutant Cartel, and then Serum City, and it uses the IP of the Mutant Ape Yacht Club more so. And it's interesting, again, to see where we have the growth of some of these NFTs, where for Pixel Vault, they did the CryptoPunks early. We now have this and things going on. When Fluff IP from community members, I am here. I am ready. One of the best things about play to airdrop, I haven't really seen that a whole lot. Maybe this is a new terminology, is that it requires an actual game to play. Truey. So it's an option that's only available to teams with a product. It rewards builders and excludes vaporware. Honestly, maybe tweet of the year right here. Very much agree with this. I have these unopened boxes you have in your back. Oh, yo, you do? Yeah, okay, dude. Listen, apparently they're selling for like a couple hundred online for it. Yo, Bildo, Von Futter, true. When Phoebe headbands, we got one of the fluff shirts. Shout out for the team for sending this like super long ago. But yeah, I'm ready to see the new Fluffle merch. Talked about CryptoPunks half a second ago. Guys, things are moving. The liquidity is getting ready to fly. Meanwhile, Punk Ape lists for 2,200 ETH, and that's fair prices by their numbers. This was last bought for 8 ETH 7 years ago. From 8 ETH to 2,200, if it sells, is a crazy come up. And this is where we mentioned Gary V in like 7 years, patient, some other bullshit, sell you a book, and it's Jover. Owned by number 4 wallet by our metrics includes Alien, Other Apes, No Punk Ape, sold on chain since September of 22, and that one during some of the heights was going for 3,300, which is insanity. This is really history in the making. Wag me, brother. Breaking crypto liquidations over the past 24 hours surpass 600 million. Before we continue, I'd like to say if you have a single friend that you would like to share this show with, say, hey, listen, you might enjoy this. I would greatly much appreciate it. If you're on YouTube or X, please also give a thumbs up to the video. This was why we friggin' crashed the other day. Brew, this is literally why we can't have nice things. That's the quote, okay? Because anytime everybody gets super euphoric, everybody full sends it, and we crashed that hard because 600 million got liquidated, okay? And this was posted at 7 a.m. yesterday. So like just over significantly over 24 hours ago. But when everything went to shit, it was because of all the liquidations, okay? Okay. Listen, if you're an NBA fan, these logos, true. Some of these older ones, the Vancouver looks cool. New York stayed fairly similar. But I mean, the retro Raptor, the Warriors is kind of funky on here. The Orlando Magic, man, the nostalgia is real. Okay, so how is this okay? At Twitter, you are letting people run ads that literally drain their wallet when connecting to sites. We always talk about security on these things, and I clicked on an ad last night by accident. I was scrolling on my phone, bookmarking for this show, and I hit one. And I'm like, damn it. Right? Doesn't matter though. Like you have to do more than just like clicking on the link. But legitimately, all the stuff that I've seen on ads are just not good. They're garbage. But you know what's not garbage? Hitting that primer for 2 months coming through on the Somni. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So just be aware. I mean, when you look at these things, I think, yeah, it shows on this where it's revoke.cash, I believe is like the actual link, where this one, it's highlighting that it's trying to like copy the entire site, and it says wallet revoke.cash, and we know that that's not correct. And believins, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Thank you for the gifted sub to Mr. Bildo Verde. And again, shout out to Bildo this morning for coming to hang out on the space. And listen, if you want to come and hang out with me, apparently I look somewhat like Charles Hoskinson. I was rewatching the stream from yesterday because I like trying to, depict, okay, this was good, that was bad, yada, yada. And I was like, man, I swear I've seen a photo of Charles Hoskinson in a plaid shirt somewhere. And I'm like, damn, we look friggin' similar. So, listen, whether it's a good thing or bad thing, maybe we'll have to chop off the beard. We'll go from there. But holy crazy. Yo, Adam S., what's up? What do you think of the Angelic, the game? The backers are insane. Why no hype for this? TGE is in April or May. The Angelic game. I haven't looked into that. Adam, if you use X and you want to tag me in a post from them, I will absolutely bring it up next time because I like going over everything. See what we got. Also, what do you think of the Aether games and Xverse? I have not heard of either of those ones. Well, a funny thing though is for anyone that was watching the X feed live stream the other day when we were talking about Mavia game, I followed them because I was like, oh, this looks kind of interesting. I apparently had like a DM from them from like a year ago, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that. So if I happen to have not responded to your DM, maybe that's why, and just hit it up again. Here we go. Have I played the finals? And the final countdown. There you go. Just did. Okay. These bots are getting annoying. Okay. Here's my educational value for you at home. Okay. If you have a bot problem, I want you to open your phone, go to the X application, go down to your settings, your notifications, and then change it to only people that you follow. So you're only going to get notifications from people that you follow. You might miss some things, but it will eliminate literally all of the bots, and you will not have a problem or getting annoyed on this application. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. I think the exact terminology is slightly different than like notifications from people you don't follow. Like it's a different verbiage, but you're smart. You'll figure it out. But go check that out. If you're not familiar, it is going to save you a lot. And we can say wag me together once you do that. Sensing seismic levels of cope on the timeline these days. Psy Labs raised its seed round right after Terra collapsed and its Series A after FTX collapsed. We've talked about Say a little bit. If you're following many people on X that are in the crypto space, a lot of people are hyping up saying, hey, this is potentially going to be the next big thing. The entire community was forged exclusively during the bear. As a result, Say has always been the underdog. This is where we thrive. With so many new members discovering the vibrant Say community and community right now, I hope we don't forget our roots. The Say community will continue to let the doubters fuel us onwards. And this is where we go to the arguments of, okay, well, what do we like? What do we think is going to do great? And there is a lot of things that might be discredited before or don't have the hype that if you can figure out what's good, what's bad, you can get into it early. And I agree, forging in the bear market. Hell yeah. This was crazy. I don't know if you guys have ever used the Cosmos Chain Explorer, but this is how it breaks down. Like you can just like scroll through, it goes through the different chains, has some stuff that's broken down a little bit in terms of numbers. I just thought the way that this looks is awesome. And apparently that's the Cosmos Chain Explorer. Web3 games, we have thousands of monthly average users. The users. It's a single person. Wow, hold on. Is this multiple? Oh my goodness. It's listen, wow, I didn't watch this whole video. I thought this was like, the Pokemon Go video where Buddy's riding a bike and he's got like 16 of them. I thought it was one person. There is a factory playing these games. What is going on? That is crazy. But I mean, I guess every single device. Listen, these phone companies are making a killing. But I mean, I don't know. Do you agree with this for like Web3 games right now? Maybe? I don't know. Bro, listen, honestly, half the stuff I see the first point and I'm like, okay, this looks good. We can get a fresh reaction live as we're going on stream. Yesterday, there was some insane purchases within the Doodles world. We are seeing mass dumps in certain collections, mass rises in other ones, and Go West BTC went and bought 50 Doodles, and it's not somebody that's just trying to farm, make a protocol or something. They actually spent $225,000 on 50 NFTs. We are back. Metaverse will become a narrative again this year, and it won't go away. I agree. Okay, so the title of this stream. Yo, Believin's coming through on that tier 1. Thank you so much, sir. The title of the stream, Ready Player One comes to the Metaverse with Readyverse Studios launch. I don't know if that's actually the stream title, but I made that the YouTube title, and we're going to see if we can hit the algorithm. Now everybody's looking this shit up. Listen, we're going to bandwagon on Forbes. So if the most recent X Spaces that I uploaded on YouTube hits, guys, we broke the algorithm. But let's get into some of the details here from Forbes. It's got a little bit more than you might think comparatively to just reading the announcement. And perhaps the most inevitable translation of a hit book and movie into the immersive future, Ready Player One author Ernest Cline and Dan Farah, who produced the book's film adaptation, have partnered with tech company Futureverse Studios to launch the Readyverse, what the co-founders call a multi-world, multi-IP, interoperable open metaverse experience for mass consumers. Amanda, can you shut the door to see if Pepper would maybe calm down just a little bit? Sorry, guys, for the noise here. The Readyverse will also... Oh, sorry, I didn't... right here, with the tech company Futureverse to launch the Readyverse, what the co-founders call a multi-world, experience for mass consumers. Interesting verbiage here. The Readyverse will also feature licensed digital props and other intellectual property from director Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One film through a deal with the distributor Warner Bros. Negotiations continue with other brands and Hollywood content studios for similar licensing deals, co-founders said. The Readyverse approach holds promise for struggling studios to more safely take their entertainment franchises into metaverse experience. Immersive experiences. I just want to say metaverse. Holy sugar. Giving users access to treasured brands while still protecting intellectual property rights and revenue possibilities. I think that this is absolutely key, that we are having these big brands brought in a way that doesn't spurn people, because you have to remember what has happened before, where they have big companies and things come in and they're like, damn it, that didn't work. The headlines all show up as, this was garbage. I can't believe that happened. I'm never touching anything like that. And it's because some of these brands have come in and not done things in the correct way. So this is massive. And revenue possibilities. There's a real problem bringing tech and Hollywood, bridging tech and Hollywood, said Futureverse and Readyverse co-founder Shara Senderoff, whose career started in the film business and has also headed a music tech venture fund with super manager Scooter Braun. People come in like vultures and steal everything they created. Having grown up in Hollywood, it was important for me that we change that. We're going to be the translators to transition your IP comfortably and safely. Co-founder Aaron McDonald said that the Warner Bros. Deal and subsequent ones with other holders of big franchise rights, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, is important for the technology's overall success. IP is really critical, McDonald said. It creates the vehicle by which users get interested to cross that boundary to create an immersive experience. Going out in the market with technology, but without that IP, is very hard road to walk. And that's why it's so impressive that we have some of these Web3 brands that are really... been able to catch waves without needing any other IP. And that's why, again, specifically to CryptoPunks or Bored Apes, why that viral success, at least I guess more in the terms of Bored Ape Yacht Club, because I'd argue they went more viral. CryptoPunks is kind of, everybody knows that like within NFTs, Web3, that's like the thing. But Bored Apes as a whole went super viral specifically for their IP, not necessarily their provenance, like CryptoPunks. Through the Readyverse isn't, though the Here we go. Though the Readyverse isn't quite ready for occupancy, we will have an announcement in a few weeks that people will be able to engage, said McDonald, who, with Senderoff, co-founded Futureverse Studios, which provides the stack of content creation, AI, and other technologies to enable a real-world version of Klein's fictional universe. Ready Player One, the movie, debuted in 2011 and was a bestseller that spawned a hit sequel. It tracked the fight for control of a massive immersive universe of experiences called the Oasis. After his death, Oasis creator and 80s pop culture obsessive James Halliday sets off a frenzied Easter egg search by users for clues that would give the quest winner control over the vastly valuable company. Spielberg's 2018 film was stuffed with those references from across Warner Bros., deep film and TV catalog, and from other brands, shows, and more. It's that sort of experience brought to life that the co-founders hope to enable while reducing tech barriers so a broader array of creators can build their own immersive experiences. Easily find them and dip into them. The feature has arrived even more quickly than I imagined. And this is interesting because I've seen a lot of the comments that have been made on these posts about how this is still going to take forever to achieve. And I guess my only clap back to that would be, how fast do you think that AI evolves to make things faster? Said Klein in a release. With Readyverse Studios, we have the opportunity to leverage the revolutionary technology Futureverse has been building for several years to bring to life the best possible version of the metaverse. I'm confident with this team, we have the brightest minds and biggest hearts in place to lead us into the next chapter of our collective future. A future that would make Ready Player One characters Wade Watts and James Halliday proud. McDonald likened the Readyverse to a discovery tool for immersive experience, providing what's effectively a search engine for immersive worlds created by its users. The Readyverse will be enabled by a set of content creation tools built by Futureverse over the past 5 years, including a 3D prop creator and music and sound creation powered by a combination of proprietary and open source generative artificial intelligence. The worlds that are connected will be interconnected by two things: a digital passport that contains personal information and the Ready Pass, your ticket to the show, as it were. Those provide players with a single sign-on identity, avatar, billing information, and portable access to digital goods across all the worlds created with the tools, but also, importantly, with immersive worlds and experiences outside the Readyverse itself. McDonald likened the Futureverse tools that undergird Readyverse to the democratizing power of the web browser, social media platforms, mobile app stores, blockchain, and Web3 technologies. Collectively, over the past 35 years, those technologies have empowered huge new populations of creative people to make and distribute content with fewer and fewer demands for technical or financial capabilities. The addition of powerful AI tools such as Futureverse has been building will take ease and speed of content creation to yet another level. Yo, listen, how much can we crank out when we get access to these tools? Hell yeah, bro. While empowering a much wider array of immersive experiences. There's all of this new capability now to be creative as a user, to be creative with all these tools, McDonald said. The popular narrative is that the metaverse is dead. Truly! But if people can type a world into existence with AI prompts, won't there be more worlds than ever to explore? McDonald acknowledged the approach is somewhat similar to game platform Roblox. There's another mention of Roblox, holy sweet sugar shit, but designed to move far beyond that company's own sprawling walled garden of tens of millions of user-created experiences. The Readyverse approach is designed to let players shift easily between online worlds beyond its own operations. Crucially, while Futureverse has built tools on Epic Games' Unreal Engine, a standard in many visual effects and animation companies, but with translation capabilities to allow interoperability with experiences built on established immersive platforms from Unity, Meta, Alphabet, and others. We're all about openness and inclusiveness of existing properties, but allowing new generations to build creative universes. Ready Player One is the perfect IP to start that journey with because it's already in the popular culture and about putting control back in the hands of the user. As a vehicle to start that, it's a perfect choice. Part of that is the use of what Senderoff and Klein call donuts, and this is kind of maybe some alpha in here, okay? What are donuts? Decentralized versions of the web browser cookies that track a user's preferences and interests. The donut approach allows the user to sign in under one identity, handle billing, and take digital asset purchased in one world onto others. Though Klein has written a hit sequel, Ready Player 2, no announcements have been made about a possible second or subsequent film. There's a lot of buzz out there about a film adaptation of Ready Player 2, said Farah, but there's no news now. We hope soon there will be. Okay, okay. I mean, it's up to you, man. It'd be like, yo, we want to make a movie, and then listen, we got to get some funding, and we're vibing. As part of the deal with Warner Bros., Readyverse will have immersive rights to material in both of Klein's books and any subsequent projects, as well as the movie and any subsequent spin-offs, Farah said. Just to clarify what I just said a second ago, they're probably hinting at, like, we're going to make an announcement that the second one is coming, and maybe it's just a metaverse movie. Who knows? Our deal is just for the IP that Warner Brothers owns. Assets from the movie, the world elements, Farah said. Those are the things that we get to use. For the entire franchise, as the franchise keeps going, when you think about Ready Player One, you don't hone in on all of the IP in there. You focus on the ideas, interoperability, ownership of your avatar. You can smoothly go from one world to another world, the transactions. You can do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. Barbie girl. You can present yourself how you want to. The Readyverse co-founders quoted a recent City Analyst report predicting that immersive metaverse spaces could generate as much as $13 trillion in value by 2030. As headsets improve and applications of the technology seep into many portions of the economy. Apple announced in June that it plans to launch its $3,499 Vision Pro immersive headset early this year, which, despite the steep price, is expected to kickstart the slowly developing sector. The Vision Pro will be largely compatible with the most of the millions or so apps on Apple's iOS App Store, but the company is also working with companies such as Walt Disney to create bespoke experiences and applications for the headset. All right. Yo, Mo Meta. Good morning, sir. I wanted to send you an invite on the X Space earlier just to make you feel pressured, but I'm glad you didn't join so you could enjoy that earlier. But thank you for coming through. Okay, listen. Wag me, brother. What an absolute crazy start to the kickoff of January. We are 4 days in. We've done 4 streams. We've got major announcements. We got floor sweeps. We got floor dumps. We got everything in between. I really think that 2024 is going to be super exciting. And if I can request anything from you guys, if you enjoy this, whether you're watching live or on the playback, if you can send it to one friend that you think might enjoy this content as well, we can grow this together, and I'm excited to highlight and be a part of your Web3 journey in this crazy, crazy world. That's going to be it for this